Well, hi and welcome to my wet and miserable office. I've got a small window to get this video in before it starts raining again. It's been raining off and on for about 3 weeks or so now, and it's going to continue for weeks to come. But anyway, I have something very big to share with you guys, especially the people that regularly watch my stuff and the odd person that drifts through. Big changes, so let's get into it. And it starts from 12 months ago when I walked out on a job that I had been doing for 7 years. I was extremely uncomfortable there. The last 12 months there was a lot of changes with staff, new staff coming in, and yeah, without going into things, it was unhealthy for me to stay there. For my mental health, I discussed with my wife that, I'm just not happy being there. It's time for me to leave, and how is that going to affect, money coming in? And we worked out between the two of us that we could cope for maybe 12 months at the most with me not having an income. So I walked away from that job and I went on a quest to find the perfect job. Maybe as a videographer, something that wouldn't be a job for me, it'd be a pleasure getting up in the morning, not to go to work, but to be creative. So that was my aim, something in the line of online adventure stores wanting someone to do a lot of video work for them, as far as promoting their gear, but also going on adventures or filming other people going on adventures with their gear. There was a lot online and I put resumes in, but unfortunately I didn't get any of them. But along the way, I decided I wanted to do things that were really exciting while I had this bit of freedom of being able to just do whatever I want while I'm looking for these amazing jobs. And one of the things that I did was sent an email off to ABC Radio to see whether they would like to have me on to talk about the Agile Antechinus. And to my amazement, they got back in contact with me and put me on.
17 minutes past 3 in just a moment. Can't wait. Derek Hilton's going to join us. Self-taught naturalist who has been studying, photographing, filming the Agile Antechinus for more than a decade, and he's just going to talk to us about it in just a moment.
You're with Jacinta Parsons on ABC Radio Melbourne.
It reminds me too, if you have a passion that you want to share with us, I am so deep into this. I'm excited. Derek Hilton has been loving the Antechinus, from a distance, from a perspective of a naturalist now for over a decade. And he joins us this afternoon just to shoot the breeze. Derek, good afternoon.
Hello, Jacinta, and thank you very much for this opportunity to talk about my passion.
I love it, Derek. I've watched your videos on YouTube and they're fantastic. You've got heaps of followers. If people want to get on and see some of the work that you do, they just need to type in your name into YouTube and they can see some of the work. It's beautiful. Tell me, I've got to ask you about poo, but I'm only going to ask you about...
So that was amazing to be able to do that. But also, as I was going on little holidays here and there, little adventures, I came across Winton Wetlands and fell in love with the place because I found out that the yellow-footed Antechinus was in the area. And that is one of the Antechinus that I've been wanting to study for quite some time. And here I have the perfect opportunity to be able to stay on site, spend every second studying them. And I took you on every one of those adventures. And it was also fantastic to have lots of contact with other wildlife photographers while I was there, and also made 2 new friends. Well, hi and welcome to the campfire at Winton Wetlands. I have returned to study and photograph and film the yellow-footed antechinus. Now I got here at 9:30 and all I've got all day has been photographs of birds. Well, hi and welcome to Winton Wetlands, and it's certainly taking after its name. There is water everywhere out here. I'd like to introduce you to a female yellow-footed antechinus I call Hilly. I came across her a few months ago, living in a communal nesting site. 4 weeks ago, she started to build a nest in this hollow tree. Well, hi and welcome to Winton Wetlands. I have returned for a bit of fun, bit of relaxation, with just taking photographs and a bit of filming of wildlife. Having an awesome adventure. That's what it's all about for the next 2 days. I turned up at daybreak this morning and caught up with Brian, who's a local wildlife photographer that I've gotten to know, so a new friend. And we had an awesome morning at a new location that we both met at last time that I was here. This is the mystery event, canoeing. Got my friend here, Helen, has invited me out. So it's going to be awesome. I haven't brought the R5C, too expensive to be doing this sort of thing with. Well, thank you very much, Helen. That was awesome.
Yeah, good.
It's been a beautiful day, but it's time to go back and have some lunch and then head up the hill to see the yellow-footed antechinus. Something else that I got to do as well was go on that trip that I've been wanting to do for so many years, the Overland Track in Tasmania, a 6-day hike of pure adventure.
safely with me?
Yes. Welcome to the Overland Track in Tasmania. This is the image I saw in a magazine when I was about 10 years of age, and ever since I've been wanting to go on this massive adventure. And here I am, about to put my first foot onto the track 50 years later. So here we go. Finally starting to settle into the walk. Just at that stage, the backpack's starting to feel reasonable now. So I've just come into this beautiful, cool little forest. I've made it to the top of the ridge. Tough going though. So I got to do all these amazing things while I had all this freedom, but unfortunately my freedom has come to an end, and the reason for this video is that I am now employed, but not in the job that I was hoping for. I had backup plans if I couldn't be a videographer. They didn't work out for different reasons. Plan A was to have an online store and sell SD cards, slowly build up a big business there. Unfortunately, the wholesalers would not sell to me unless I had a proper running business with a nice record of sales. I argued about that, but they flat refused, any of them, to sell me anything. So I had to look at plan B, try to get all that going. I've got the website going with my stock footage of Antechinus. I've had one inquiry just yesterday, but nothing really major. That hasn't really taken off, but that was supposed to be a passive income. I've also been looking at going into schools and talking about the Agile Antechinus. I even went to the local school and talked to the principal there, and she liked the idea. She thought it was fantastic. But after a while of trying to work something out, I just thought, I just wasn't confident in doing it at this particular time. I also have, all those 12 months, have been slowly making a video course, so an online course that you would do on my website that I have the stock footage on. That is Fast Track to Advanced Wildlife Photography. I gave it over to one of my friends, some other photographers, asked their opinion on it, and they gave me the green light to go ahead with it. That still hasn't been done. I'd need a video to promote it on Facebook and other things. So there's still things in the mix, but I haven't got going properly, or got going at all yet. But I ran out of time. Unfortunately, I've had to give up my freedom and go back to being a maintenance officer or maintenance manager, because the pressure of bills building up is just too much, and I've had to look for a maintenance job, or if the videographer job come up before the maintenance jobs, but it didn't work out that way. I wanted, if I was going back to being a maintenance man, which I didn't really want to do, that job had to be close to home and also much more money than I've ever made before to make me more comfortable about doing the job. And that's what happened. I've been working for 2 weeks now. It's a very high paid job. So I feel like I'm imprisoned a bit. I have no freedom. I can't do YouTube videos much anymore. It's only on weekends that I'm getting the opportunity. So not particularly long hours, but very tiring hours. It's a tough job at the minute, still trying to get used to it. But unfortunately, that is what is happening now. My YouTube channel will suffer. You know, I love creating things, so it's not going to be easy for me. And also getting up to winter wetlands to continue my studies of the yellow-footed antechinus, well, that's just on hold. I have no idea when I'll be able to go back up there. I need to have a long weekend come up, you know, a Friday or a Saturday, Monday, to be able to go on those trips. I need 3 days, 2 days solid up there, and then a day to get back home, because it's a 3-hour trip for me to get up there and get back. So that's what's happening. My YouTube channel is going to suffer, but I have some things that I want to get done, as far as you know, some interesting stuff for you guys, as well as keeping my creativity going, keeping the channel going. So we'll try and get them out as we can. So just expect there's going to be gaps. Some may be short gaps, but others it might be long. So it might be a week, 2 weeks before I can get a video out, maybe a month. I just don't know at this stage. But hang in there. Stick with me, and I guarantee you're going to get some really good stuff. I've got a lens review I wanted to do. Well, 2 lenses pitted against each other. I'm building at the minute a monster PC, one that's going to work a hell of a lot better for me. So that is almost ready to go, like with the parts. I've got one more part hopefully turn up this week, and then I can start doing some filming. That'll be good because I don't have to worry about weather. It's all indoors. But the lens one will have to be done outside. I'm rabbiting on. That's all I've got for you for today. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, or if you already have subscribed to my channel and you want to get notifications, maybe you haven't clicked on my pretty little face just down there in the bottom right hand corner of the screen and actually hit the bell and get all notifications, so you'll get it on an email and also on your YouTube channel. Yeah, click that little bell, hit all notifications. You'll get the notifications whenever I do these videos. Yeah, it was a long story, wasn't it? But anyway, if you would like to go and have a look at all the other amazing and crazy things I've been doing in the past, click on my icon right here at the end of this video. Take it to my channel. I talk about photographing and filming in the forest and open forest environments, birds in flight, lots of things like that. Whenever I go on adventures, well, when I can go on adventures, be assured I'll always take you with me. And whenever I buy cameras and camera equipment, I do reviews on them and give you my honest opinion on them. So go and have a browse. There'll be something there of interest to you, I am sure. And always, always remember, if you don't do, you don't get. So get out there and start photographing and filming wildlife, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.